Welcome back to another episode of Saving Grace. Today, we have an icon on the pod. It's Nicola McLean. That's me clapping. You're probably like, what's that siren? It's me. Hello.
I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited for you to be on air.
I literally love you.
I love you. So what now?
What now?
We were doing some research on you. Unexpected childhood that you had. You were an army cadet.
Yeah, I was. So totally different from what people think of me. I know it sounds really weird, but yeah, I absolutely loved it. So I joined at 14 and I was going to then go on and join the army.
Fucking hell.
I got scouted as a page 3 girl and I thought, right, what's more
the difference?
Lucrative?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was really I didn't want to do page 3. Like the thought of getting my boobs out was absolutely not. I wasn't like an extroverted person.
Oh, you were quite introverted.
Yeah, like quite shy. I had like one boyfriend and was not how you would expect me to be. But I started modelling first and then page 3 came along and I was like, oh God.
How did they come along? Did they just see your picture? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, so I think that back in the day, because I am actually old, the agent had like a modelling book, not a website, and they'd send their book out of new people. And the son was like, we really like her. And she came, she kept on asking me. I was like, absolutely not.
Absolutely
no, I can't have my boobs out in a national newspaper. And then anyway, I gave it a whirl and loved it.
Were you hot shit in the art, like in the cadets?
Yeah, I suppose I had really, obviously, great boobs.
Come on.
Yeah, I think I was, but I don't think I knew I was.
Oh, it's a shame.
I always I look back at pictures now when I was 30 and I'm like, I was fit.
Yeah.
But I don't ever think I knew I was.
This is always the way. When you're young, you feel really insecure and you think you're proper ugly bugly. And then when you get older, you're like, I wish I could look like that again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm actually really frustrated, especially when I'm watching Love Island now and I go to my husband, oh God, I want to look like that. And he went, well, you used to. Used to, Tom.
Crazy.
Used to. Like,
he'd
just
be
say
sleeping
you
in the
do.
fucking shed.
But he's right.
No, no, but you look good.
Thank you.
You look good. If I look like you, I don't know what I'll be swinging probably. I'll be swinging every weekend.
Bless you. Yeah, well, yeah, so I probably was fit when I was in the army, but I didn't realise it.
So page 3, you rock up. Do they just say, get your titties out? Are you allowed a drink? Like, what is the vibe?
So page 3 for The Sun, the photographer who sadly passed now was...
I saw, was that the guy that passed?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Beverly Goodway. So I thought I was turning up to a woman. Beverly Goodway.
You would.
So got there, the studios were in Holborn, turned up and it was Beverly.
Yeah.
And honestly, he was the nicest man. He had like a little front room. We sat and had a cup of tea and a Pret sandwich.
Lovely.
And then you go and get your makeup done and the next thing you got your boobs out. It all felt really normal actually.
Were you like a bit self-conscious to start with or?
Do you know what? By that point, no, because he was just so nice.
Oh, nice.
I was such a nice guy. I stayed in contact with him. He came to my wedding. I just loved him. So, no, I was fine. And then I was actually really good at it. And I don't know how it changed. Like, how did it go from I'm never going to do that to, do you know what? I don't care.
Yeah.
Anyone can see him. I don't mind.
Was it weird? Did you have a moment where you were walking down the street and you could tell if you'd walk past a guy that they knew who you were?
It wasn't PC then, so you knew.
You knew.
People were shouting, builders.
No. It's always the builders.
It was used to be horrific to walk past the building, so I'd like cross over the road, do you know what I mean? And I had a boyfriend at the time, right, who didn't like me to go out or to do anything.
No. Well,
so which was annoying.
Work out, yeah.
So what I did was I got a job in the local pub because then I could drink, be social. But I was working, but I didn't need to work there because I was earning a fortune as a page 3 girl.
That's so
But then I'd literally be in the sun and someone would come in and order a pint and it'd be like, hi, Nicola McLean's pouring
She serving me.
Weirdest. My decision making is very odd.
Have you framed any of your...
No.
My house would be full.
Well, people say that to me, but I've got teenage boys.
No, that's fair enough. That does feel weird.
It's just not what... I'm really happy with my pictures and, you know, if I put anything on Instagram, I'm not trying to shy away from what I did. But really, they don't want to see it and they certainly don't want their mates coming around for a chicken steak and chips and
side of tits.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, so...
Were you worried when you did have kids? Like when they'd see those photos?
So I think this is like, you know, when you're judged on your decisions, you're making decisions as an 18-year-old. I've got an 18-year-old now.
Yeah.
He's not thinking about when he has kids. Do you know what I mean? So
of course.
I didn't think it then, but once the boys started to get a bit older, I was like, right, I'm just going to have to tell him.
Oh, you just
I just
told him.
Yeah.
Reactions?
Fine.
Love that.
Yeah, no, I just said, listen, Mum used to be a glamour model, like especially when Rocky wanted to go on Instagram. I said, okay, let's sit down. You can go on Instagram.
Yeah.
This is my Instagram. You need to see it.
Yeah.
You need to be forearmed, forewarned, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, cool. And he's like, as long as you don't do that now. I mean, if I had OnlyFans, he told me he'd leave the house.
That, I think, fair.
Yeah, I think
that's a fair
Yeah.
reaction to
And
that.
I think I love being a mum, and I think I'm my decisions now will always be based on what the boys would be happy with. Don't get me wrong. When I said I was coming on here, because literally when I told Rocky's girlfriend, she screamed because they love you. And that both my boys went, no, not that one, because of them. And I was like, I'm doing it.
They're going to cry while
They was
listening to this.
like, all our friends watch it. I was like, tough.
I love that all their friends watch.
Yeah, they do. They love
I'm
you.
still relevant. Thank
You
fuck
really
for that.
are.
I
You
love
really
that.
are.
I love that you also did Playboy.
So I didn't do Playboy.
Why are you with Hugh?
I went to the
you
mansion.
went to the mansion?
Yeah. So I turned down Playboy.
No way.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I never ever wanted to do nude. So it's really weird.
Fine, okay.
Yeah. I've always had, even though my decision making has been like, why did she do that? I always kind of knew what I wanted to do. So I knew that if I did Page 3, it was to do something else.
Right.
It was to do TV.
stepping
It was
stone.
to do, yeah. And I feel like Page 3 was so accepted then. Like it wasn't frowned upon. We were celebrities. Like the Page 3 girls, we were really, like we'd go to clubs, we were getting papped, we'd be free drinks. I mean, we literally lived such a great life.
Yeah.
And it was accepted. I felt like doing nude was like a step too far for me.
Yeah.
So I've never ever gone down that route. And I'm so, so grateful that I had that strength in my mind not to do it. But I love Playboy, iconic. I mean, Pamela Anderson.
so
I'm obsessed with
iconic.
her. So when I got a chance to go out there and film a TV show, I jumped at it, literally.
What was it like? Tell me all.
Well, do you know what? It was so just unbelievable. Like we got there and these two girls met us in bunny outfits. I mean, how unbelievable. My sister had literally, she's 2 years older than me. She was like, don't drink there, don't drink at the party. So I went for Hef's 75th birthday. So me being sensible at the time, I was only 19. I drank water all night. Like now, I would worry to go now. I would worry because I think I'd be in that grotto. No, I would. I'm just going to put it out there. 3 glasses of Prosecco, I'm head first in that grotto.
You're queuing.
I'm queuing.
Waiting outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
But then I was boring. Justin Timberlake asked me out at the mansion and I said no because I had a boyfriend who I hated. I hated the boyfriend.
This, to me, we've all been there when you've had a partner in the past and you've missed out on an opportunity. I mean, Justin Timberlake hasn't asked me out, but you've missed out on an opportunity, even to just go to Ibiza or something, because you don't want to upset them. That's crazy.
And now I'm still fuming with myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know.
I want to know if his penis is small.
Well, I can't even tell you. I can't tell you.
Because there was rumours.
I mean, he can dance, he can sing. It's probably small.
It is, yeah, you can't have it all.
No, you can't.
In my opinion.
Absolutely.
But that's crazy, though.
know.
How did he ask you? What did he do?
Like he was really like, he seemed quite shy, but then he got his people to come over to me and take me over there, which I was a bit defiant about because I was like, why am I walking over to you? Why don't you come to me?
Yeah,
You know what I
amen.
mean?
Women's rights.
But then I did go over, of course I did.
Then
I thought, no, Nicola, you're a Virgo, you're very loyal and you don't cheat. I wish I was a cheat.
I would say maybe back in the day that was an exception. I think
so.
You know, that's like, I don't know what that would be similar to. Don't know, who's like a really big celeb?
Who's hot now?
Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie came over to me and said, fucking spread those legs and get your minge out.
Would you be like...
I'd call eyelashes and say, look, here's the situation. Can I? And then I'd have to just think about it for a bit.
Yeah.
But Margot Robbie, there's only one time that you could fuck Margot Robbie.
It's true.
You're not going to bump into her in Tesco again, are you?
I mean, I'm not a lesbian, but if Margot Robbie asked me, I'd probably be phoning Tom.
Yeah.
Tom, do you mind?
I'm scissoring tonight.
Yeah, and he'd probably say, just film it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you know what
That's
I mean?
completely fair.
Yeah.
Don't show it to anyone apart from him. To whet our palates for the gossip of today's pod, do you want some Arctic coffee?
Go for it.
I've got a mocha version. This is my favourite version. How do you like them apples? So what was Hugh like? This is what I want to know.
I really liked him. To me, he was lovely. Did invite me upstairs with the girls. I politely declined, and he said, no
You
problem.
are such a good person.
Yeah, I was very boring then.
What's happened there?
I don't know. And now I'm wild, so I don't know. Not wild like that, but
but
I'm much more fun now. I don't know what happened.
If you got that opportunity now, would you go upstairs?
I'd be like binoculars, just sitting there having a look. Do you know what I mean? I'd want to see what was going on.
I've got a thing with germs though, so I don't know if I could do it on the bed.
I couldn't. I mean, I wouldn't be on the bed, but I'd probably spectate just to see what was going on.
Oh, that's like tennis.
Yeah, do you know
watching
what I
a bit of
mean?
Wimbledon.
Yeah, but strawberry prosecco.
That I could do.
Do you know what I
Not
mean?
to be a creep, but I would. I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in that mansion.
too.
I really would have.
Yeah.
Did you leave that mansion thinking, what a fucking life?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. I left thinking, but then do you know what happened, right? So I went with this guy. This is like the weirdest story. So I went to film a reality TV show that wasn't actually a reality TV show. The guy then got arrested for basically being like a catch me if you can type of person.
What?
Yes. So he totally fooled everyone into thinking that we were going out to film an ITV show about
Right.
but we wasn't, but we all thought we was. So I got taken there first class.
Come on.
I got picked up. So I don't care, right?
No, obviously
he
not.
wrote me the nicest apology letter from prison, and I was like, why are you
Not
saying
prison?
Yeah, I was like,
Fine.
why are you saying sorry? I had a great time. My agent was like, don't converse with this man. I was like, poor
You're like,
guy.
"Thank you so much.
I was like, I had the best time. I hope you're right. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm at the Playboy Mansion with this guy. We filmed this show that wasn't a show, but we had all the camera crew and everything. It all was.
Well, you would seem it's legit, yeah.
It looked legit. Anyway, my sister said, don't drink and make sure you keep a lid on your water at all times in case someone tries to drug you. I was like, yeah, good idea. Get on the plane. And I was going straight to a page 3 shoot. So I thought, I'm going to be knackered. So I said to this guy, I'm going to be knackered. And he was like, oh, take one of these. He only gave me a Rohypnol and I took it on the plane. So I've spent the whole time at the Playboy Mansion, not
God.
drinking, not getting involved with Justin Timberlake and Hef. And then I've taken a Rohypnol on a plane.
You buzzing off your tits?
I was sound asleep. Anything could have happened. I phoned my sister when I got in the car from Heathrow and she was like, right, tell me, all fine? I said, yeah. She went, are you knackered? I went, no, I slept the whole way home. She went, oh, how? I said, oh, Michael gave me a Rohypnol. She went, you've been date raped on it. I said, oh, I'm sure nothing happened. Only me.
First class.
First class is the time it could happen.
Well, that's true. You've got a bed.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only me, though, would do that and then take that.
I think, yeah, if you're going to get drugged anywhere, let it be on the plane home.
Or in the Playboy Mansion in the grotto.
Yeah, no, that's fair because at least that would have been a story and a half.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was my experience at the Playboy Mansion.
That's great. And you only went once.
Yeah.
I think you only do need to go once, actually.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what would that be similar to? It's like going to Boomtown. I think once is enough.
Once is enough. I wouldn't even go there once.
No. I would back in the day. Now, worst nightmare. Worst nightmare. But back in the day, get me in a tent.
I've never been to a festival.
Don't. I haven't really either. I've never really camped at a festival. It's not for me.
No.
I don't think, personally.
No, it's not for me.
I just love a hair straightener, so fuck that. Have you ever collaborated with any other page 3 models like Katie Price, Kerry Katona?
No. I mean, back in the day, we used to do loads of like loaded shoots. There'd be a few girls, but none that sort of then went on to stay sort of relevant and move on. And no, I never ever worked with Kate. She stopped doing page 3 really quickly, and then her and I had a massive fallout for ages, but we're fine now, so it's fine.
Did you?
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
That's an iconic fallout.
It
though,
was
do you
an
know what I
iconic
mean?
fallout,
2
yeah.
iconic people. I love that. I live for that shit. You've been in the industry for a long time, and I feel like you've met a lot of people. Who's the best person you've ever met?
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey?
Yeah, I'm obsessed.
No
with her.
way.
Yeah,
Was she nice?
really nice.
Oh, I needed that because I feel like people think she's a bitch.
No, do you know what Mariah is? She's funny.
Really?
She gets that it's a joke. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like her Mariah-ness is part of her brand. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So she did speak about herself in the third party. So she would come,
Yeah.
she was like, come and drink some of Mariah's champagne. I was like a puppy. Absolutely, I'm drinking Mariah's champagne.
I would have if she offered me back, I probably would have taken
yeah,
it.
I probably would have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
So she was iconic. I went to her Halloween party. It was very good.
I bet.
Yeah.
That was the most chaotic night.
She sang, she got the mic and sung Fantasy while sitting next to me. And
Oh
I'm a
my
big
God.
Mariah fan. Honestly, it was all my worth not to just like humanly combust.
Yeah, 100%.
So she was cool. Britney Spears, I love Britney. Then I love like one of my favourites who's not like that. I love Eamon Holmes. I'm here for
Well,
him.
how have we gone
I know.
from Mariah Carey to Eamon Holmes?
But I love him as well.
Really?
Yeah, he's so nice. Literally the nicest man in TV.
Can we backtrack to Britney Spears?
Yeah, Britney.
Was she normal?
No,
Like, what? No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, which is another reason why I'm glad I didn't do anything with Justin Timberlake, because he was mean to her. And
Yeah,
I love Britney.
yeah.
No, you know, like I know this is going to sound really bizarre, but like you've got Britney Spears. She was at Katie Price was at that party as well. Actually, she had a party in Leicester Square. And she'd just like done a show or something, and she's got one acrylic off. You're Britney Spears, like
Get your fucking acrylic on.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could always see her hair extensions. Like I just felt like she just was never looked after that well. I don't think.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you can imagine Kim Kardashian without an acrylic. It isn't going to happen
It's
because her
never gonna
team is
happen.
going to be like, this can't go on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd always felt like Britney looked a bit. She was really sweet, but very childlike. Like really. Just spoke in a baby voice.
I think, her life is so interesting.
Yeah, I think so.
Even now on her Instagram, I look through her Instagram and I'm like, this is like mental.
I don't have the attention span for her Instagram now. Like it bores me reading those captions. I'm like, what does this mean? My sister's a psychodynamic therapist, and I send them to my sister.
What a job.
Yeah, I send them to my sister and say, what is she trying to communicate here? And my sister goes, I'm not working right now.
I'm off the clock.
She's like, Nicola, I don't care about Britney Spears, but I do.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited to see what Britney Spears is going to be like in like 30 years. If you're someone that like Nicola wants to go into a new business venture, maybe not page 3, but you want to start your own business, well, I've got the best thing for you to help you level up, which is today's sponsor, Shopify. I feel like you already know this, but Shopify is an e-commerce platform revolutionizing businesses worldwide. From big brands to small boutiques, so Shopify is helping thousands of businesses sell in person and online. No matter what stage you are in your business, Shopify helps you grow like the true girl boss that you are. Shopify even gets you selling across social media platforms such as Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, which is really helpful for busy people like me that are very influenced by what I see online. And thanks to the 24/7 help and the extensive business course library, Shopify is ready to support your success every step of the way. Sign up to their £1 per month trial period at shopify.co.uk/grace, all in lowercase. That is shopify.co.uk/grace to take your business to the next level. Thanks again to Shopify for sponsoring today's episode. Oh, you've also met Stormzy. Please, can you tell me what Stormzy's like?
Why have I not brought up Stormzy?
Why have you not brought up this man?
I'm obsessed with him.
Same.
Like literally, like I love his music, which I know is like people like Nicola McLean, like Stormzy. I genuinely do, right? It's what I listen to when I have to clean the house.
Of course,
do you know what I mean?
Going.
Really gets me going. I love him. So we were at the last ever Soccer AM filming, and you could tell that he was so nice. Like, honestly, he interacted and engaged with everyone. You could see that he was lovely, but you could see they was trying to stop him from getting pictures with anyone.
Right.
Because once he got one picture,
The doors open. Yeah.
which I really understood. But I'm standing there with my youngest, who's 14, and bearing in mind, my kids wouldn't ask many people for a picture. They really wouldn't. They're not impressed by Stormzy. They prefer Dave. Do you know what I mean?
Wow,
I know.
okay.
I'm really upset about this, but I'm just
Yeah,
being honest.
we'll have to let it
But
slide.
they knew I loved him. So he's standing there, and my youngest striker went to me, Mum, you've just got to go now. Go and ask for a picture. And I was like, I can't. And he was like, Mum, you love him. And I was like, I know I do. And then he was like, go now. And I was like, okay. And I like walked over and I went to him, I'm really sorry. And I can see you're trying not to do pictures, but I love you. Why did I say that?
You confessing your love to that man.
I literally went to him, I love you. Can we please have a picture? But he started but his makeup artist had recognised me in the and she said, she was like, I know you, don't I? And I was like, didn't know if she meant we knew each other. And I was thinking, she went, are you Nicola? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh my God, I love Big Brother. And I was like, I love Stormzy. And I thought, you've got to shut up. You've got to shut up. So I'm not sure. She was like, you're the most unlikely fan. I was like, no, I really am. And then she was like, right, we'll try and get a picture. So I'm not sure if she told him, because he was just laughing at me. I was like, well, I was like, I love you. And he was just laughing. He was so nice. Then we got a picture, and the picture was actually, because you know when you want to take a few pictures, but it was actually nice.
Thank fuck for that.
I know, I'd have been devastated if I'd have looked like a
Hollywood
foot.
4 on it and posted it straight away.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, he was nice. Very, very tall.
He's so tall, and I love him and Maya Jama.
Me too. I was so happy they got back together.
They got back together. That to me was like, a royal wedding.
Me too. I'm not interested in royal weddings.
Don't give a fuck.
No, don't care. I'm not a royalist.
Yeah.
Maya Jama and Stormzy, when they get married, oh my God.
Yeah. I'm going to bum lick the fuck out of whoever I have to be at that wedding.
Oh my God, if you're at that wedding, that would be...
do catering.
Oh, literally, I would do any... I'll sweep up the confetti.
Yeah.
Do people still have confetti?
I don't know, but we'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
We'll be cleaning the floors after it's done. Like, how was it? How was
Literally,
that?
I love them. So yeah, he was great as well.
That's so
Do you know what
nice.
I find? I find it's like the lower rent people that the arse is.
I've always said this. It's always the people that feel they need to prove that they're big, that are dicks,
Yeah.
that I've met.
Like I mean, there is one, and I'm not going to say who it is,
Right.
but there is one woman that is on TV,
Right.
a fuckload,
Right.
who is just a bitch.
Really?
Yeah, and no one, everyone in the industry knows she is, but none of the public do. And it's like, yeah, she's like, yeah, she's not very nice. So there's a few people that are like really well known that are not, but most people are nice.
Do you know what pisses me off is when you know someone's a prick and you know it to their core that
Yes.
they're a prick, but everyone loves them.
Well, yeah, this is like this person.
And you just have to just be like, yeah, she's lovely.
Why don't I say, oh, really? That wasn't my experience.
Yes.
Sorry. That really was not my experience.
Yeah, I don't know who you met.
Yeah.
But it wasn't her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, most people, and I have met most people on,
Yeah.
you know, and most people are really nice.
Can we talk about Big Brother?
Yes.
Because this show is my...
You love
thing.
it, don't you?
I fucking love it.
I love it. I love
just have you been watching the recent ones that have just come back?
Yeah.
What do you think of the reboot?
I don't love the presenters.
Yeah.
I really don't. Why have we not got Rylan? I'm sorry.
I did think it should have been Rylan or like even Alison Hammond or something that had been on the show.
I love Alison, but I don't even think Alison for it.
Really?
No, I don't. And I love Alison.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was so happy when she got this morning. She's brilliant on
She's
it.
an icon.
Oh, and I love her. I've met her loads of times. She's lovely. I think it has to be Rylan.
Yeah.
If
Well,
it
that's
wasn't
what I
going to be
thought.
Davina or Emma,
to
you've
be
got
Rylan.
to have Rylan. So I don't like the presenters, and I do prefer the celebrity versions of them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I do.
I agree.
And I feel like Big Brother is such a commitment. It's like so long, isn't it?
You've
to
got to
watch?
commit
You've
your
got to
fucking
commit.
evenings.
And Tom hates it. So
Really?
no, yeah, Tom's never liked reality TV.
Oh, that is a shame.
Yeah. So I'll have to watch it separate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do prefer the celebrity one, but I just love it. I love people watching. So for me, it's perfect.
Of course. I wish it could still be like back in the day when it was the most vulgar shit. Like
Yeah.
no one was worried about what they were saying.
When Kinga put the wine bottle up her vagina.
Incredible
Like,
scenes.
I mean, I loved it. I lived for it.
I nearly tried that because she did it. I thought if she's doing it, I'm fucking doing it.
She's actually so sweet as well. She's
Really?
never lived it down.
That's the worst.
Do you know
part,
what I
probably,
mean?
for her.
Like-
yeah. Would you go back in if they asked you again?
Do you know what? I'm going to be really honest. I'd love to say no.
Yeah.
I'd love to, but I don't know what it is about insecure. Like, let me word it like this. When they were doing the All Stars versus
Yeah.
New Stars, I was like, I'd never do it. But I promise you in my heart, I was like, if they don't ask me,
I'll be fuming.
no, I'll be devastated.
Yeah.
Like, it's something about like an insecurity thing, or maybe like, I don't know what it is. Like,
Yeah.
I was good.
Yeah, you fucking well.
And I worked hard for you guys. I entertained the nation. If you don't ask me again,
Yeah.
it means you basically kicked me in the vagina.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You told me to fuck off.
Yeah, that's how I would feel.
Fine.
So I would like to say no because it doesn't do well for my anxiety in there. Of
course it
really
doesn't.
doesn't.
Fuck me.
So I'd like to say no, but I'd be running back down to Boreham Wood,
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
I?
fair.
I'd get that Big Brother suitcase that I've still got that I take on holiday just so people can know that I've done Big Brother, and I'd be running back to that house.
You'd be at that fucking hangar waiting outside. Waiting.
I would, yeah.
Are you anxious the whole time in there?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Because that's what I'd think I'd
Yeah.
be like. I stepped in there, the lights were so bright and I thought,
Yeah.
this is a lot.
Although, like, honestly, the anxiety is horrific. You know, I had to have ECGs in there and everything. They had to bring ECG machines to the diary room because my heart was that bad, right? No, seriously. So it is really bad, but then you do have some of the most fun times.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never been on a girls' holiday. ever.
Hey, neither have I.
So that's like going away on like 18s to 30s, even though I'm 42. Do you know what I mean? Like, so like
your girl's
the
holiday.
stuff that they get, I mean, the first time I was in there when they got us wading through treacle, and I didn't realise that's why there was a saying like walking through treacle, because basically it's
hard.
impossible.
Yeah.
But we were like wading through treacle to get to a bed to pull open Teddy, so then all the fluff was all like, I mean, when are you doing this shit?
Who fucking thinks of that as well?
It's genius.
Yeah, it's genius.
And like the first time sitting on the chair and saying, "Hi, big brother, it's Nicola."
Crazy.
Like, and I'd done The Jungle, hadn't I? Which was like unbelievable.
I bet.
So I just feel really lucky to have
Yeah.
done those shows when they were brilliant as well.
You did it in the prime.
Yeah.
And who was your favourite housemate that you were ever in there with?
Right, tricky, because people like Colleen Nolan.
Yeah.
I just loved her.
She's an icon.
And we got on so well, like literally spent so much time together. But then Heidi and Spencer,
Well,
I mean, they were awful to me at one point. And I hated that. I'm so, right, thing about me,
Yeah.
I don't care what people think of me.
Right.
That I don't care.
Good trait.
Apart from Heidi and Spencer, who I've become a complete pussy around. It was the weirdest thing. Like, usually there's only one person I listen to in my life, and it's my sister, right?
Yeah.
And other than that, I'm like, I don't care. Your opinion is like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh no.
but it's Heidi and Spencer.
It was Spencer who was scary.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't like having an argument in that situation, because usually in an argument you can just walk off and never see them again. In that, you're literally in the smallest house and you have to see them consistently.
See, that didn't bother me with everyone else.
Really?
No.
It was literally just them.
Just them, because as well, I think the psychology of Big Brother is so clever. And when you come in as a two, you're really powerful.
Yeah.
Because no matter if the rest of the house hate you, you've still got each other.
got backup.
Yeah, like if me and Tom went in together, I'd be sweet, wouldn't I? Because he's
100%.
going to back me to the,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Me and my sister went in, fine. Do you know what I mean? Like when the Playboy twins were in there, I think going in as two makes you really powerful. And yeah, Heidi and Spencer, it was Spencer, not Heidi. They did this really good thing of like reeling me in. So I felt like I felt like we were triplets.
Yeah.
And then and I couldn't bear it.
That's like psychological.
Yeah. But then they got me back in, so I was happy.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
As long as you're back in.
So they were like literally pushing it. I was like a little puppy dog. Like, do you want me today or not?
Please, let me in.
And I'm really not that sort of person. So I think it was really odd for my family to watch. Like, what's she doing?
Yeah, I
'Cause
bet.
usually I'd be like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Not on
care.
that occasion.
Not to him. I
Yeah.
couldn't.
No,
I couldn't
fair
do
enough.
It. But so, yeah, they were iconic. So loads of them. I mean, Callum Best, Bianca Gascoigne, Jamie O'Hara. We just got on so well. I loved loved the Playboy twins. Natalie Cassidy.
Natalie Cassidy.
She was robbed on that show.
Yeah, she was.
How
was
she didn't
robbed.
win it.
Yeah, I agree.
And Denise Welsh won it.
That's a rogue one.
No, I'm sorry.
But I suppose, I don't know what I suppose.
No,
Yeah.
Natalie Cassidy was robbed.
Yeah.
She was really funny, very funny.
She is funny.
Yeah, I didn't know that before I went.
But I suppose you wouldn't, because when you're watching like the show,
Sonia.
yeah, she's not really cracking jokes,
No,
is
she's
she?
just got a trumpet. No,
Yeah.
honestly, she is such a talent. I loved her. So yeah, so many of them. There was only a few that I didn't like out of like both.
Who did you not like?
Denise Welsh
Yeah,
at the end. Oh, Kim Woodburn.
fair. But do you think she was putting that on?
No.
No.
No, I
Wow.
don't. I don't. But I do think she targeted me, and I don't think it would be allowed now.
No.
Like, people see the clips on TikToks, which are funny, of
Crazy
me
to
losing my
watch.
shit.
Yeah.
But 6 days I lasted with her, just at me. And then I was
Probably.
like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Adulterer, or whatever it is she fucking says.
chicken-livered shits. I mean, it's funny now, but it wasn't funny in there.
No, I'd be fuming. I'd be like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah. Who else did I? Oh, Georgia Salper, who no one will even remember. She was a model that was in the first one with us. She was a mean girl, very, very pretty, but just a mean girl.
They always are.
Yeah. But honestly, most people, who else? Oh, Jedward, don't.
Oh, do you not like Jedward?
No. No. Right?
Yeah.
I am hyperactive, right?
Yeah.
I don't like to be bored.
Mm.
My youngest always says to me, not that he wants me to do it, if people actually seen what you were like on Instagram or TikTok, whatever, Like, you're funny. I'm like always making up stupid dances and songs in the house,
that, yeah.
right? I'm really lively. I thought I'd love living with Jedwards.
But
No.
too much?
Oh my God. They're just so like, they're so good at what they do. They're so good at knowing what to do.
Do you think it's like an act?
I do.
Really?
And I just couldn't, like, literally, bear in mind, they didn't drink and we drank so much in that house.
Come on.
So I'd wake up some mornings, move the cover and think, where am I?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? And then you'd get them on the, which Britney Spears song do you like? Which I love Britney, but just give me a minute.
I've just woken up.
And I'm hungover. I'm still drunk.
Do you get the fear in there when you drink?
Yeah, of course.
Because I don't know. When I drink, I take it too far every time and I black out. So I'm like, if I woke up not remembering what I did, I'd have to leave.
Well, yeah, it happened a few times.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there anything you did on the Big Brothers that you thought, fucking hell?
Well, no, because I didn't remember.
Incredible. Incredible way to think about that.
I didn't remember.
Yeah, fair.
But what I will say is exactly like you. When I drink, I usually go too far. And I think it's still really fun to just carry on. Would you want to be filmed? That's what I say to people.
No.
You know, no one wants their Saturday night filmed, do they?
Absolutely not.
And we drunk, in the first Big Brother, we drunk every
drink as much
single
as you like
night.
as well.
Well, that people used to go, they don't give you a lot to drink. They did us. I used to stamp my feet and go, Tesco's is literally over the road and my favourite bottle of Prosecco is only £6 when it used to be £6, honestly.
Back in the day.
£7.50 now. £6.
Rip-off.
£6 over there. I'll get it out of my fee. I need another bottle. And then they'd go and get us more.
Really?
Yeah, I used to prop attention for more fizz.
You were also in there with Ray J.
Yes.
Please tell me the tea with that man.
I loved him. I honestly really loved him. And the problem with Ray J was he didn't get the concept. I think a lot of Americans come over and they don't get it.
Right.
But also they don't care because they get paid so
much, yeah.
so much, and they don't want to be famous over here.
Right.
They're just doing it for that quick pay and going home. So, and he'd give us all the Big Brother gossip, all the gossip on the Kardashians, on Whitney. He'd give us all these stories, and I'd be saying to him, they won't air this, Ray J, so you need to do something else as well, else you're going to be voted
Do a
out.
handstand.
Do you know what I mean? Do something,
Yeah.
Ray J. I mean, sing, what song did he have with his sister?
I Hit It First. Oh, no, that was
Another Day in Paradise.
There we go. Of course,
You know,
I went to I Hit It First.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just sing something, Ray J, do
Anything.
something. So, yeah, but I, of course, would interview him, basically.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, who's the nicest Kardashian? He said Kim by far.
Of course.
Said she's so nice, really lovely. And I asked, about the sex tape, and he said that the Kardashians released it. And I believed him.
And he got blamed for it.
Yeah.
Was he pissed?
No.
Fair.
He said he, did
Business
well
is
for him.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What was he saying about Whitney?
Well, he was going out with Whitney when the tragedy happened, wasn't he?
Fucking hell, yeah. That's insane, though.
I know.
He is such an interesting man, and I feel like no one speaks to him.
And I feel like it would have been, because he was honestly really nice, and I feel like if he'd have maybe opened up a bit in Big Brother, but
Yeah.
you could tell he really didn't want to like a lot of people. I got on really well with him because I cooked for him.
Yeah. The way to a man's heart.
Always the way. But I didn't do it to be a kiss ass. I did it because I could see he was lonely. Like,
Yeah.
we weren't really forming bonds.
Aw.
And I suppose if you're not used to cooking and stuff, so I'd just make sure I fed him breakfast, lunch and dinner as he slept. Like, had feeling great. Like, really. But I did really like him. But then he had to go out of the house for a toothache
Right.
and never come back
Oh.
and never received his check. Yeah, it went like all legal and everything.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, so no one knows
Wow.
why. Yeah, because like Jamie O'Hara had to go out for a sore tooth, but come back. But when I had my anxiety problems and my heart was really beating really, really fast, they didn't take me to hospital. They brought the ECG in because they knew I was going to leave. They knew. And if you
you'd have
leave on
gotten out,
medical,
yeah.
you get your money. So
I'll remember that.
yeah, so they were basically like, Nicola can't leave that diary room. I had to get glasses brought in and everything because I only had contacts.
Right.
And the air conditioning was making my contacts so dry.
Fucking hell.
So Tom had to go to the opticians, pick me a frame. They had to come in and measure me. They still didn't take me out that house because they knew as soon as I got out, I was leaving.
That's fair enough. If you've got an opportunity to go and you've actually just left, I'd be like, what's the point of me going back in?
Yeah.
There's no way.
And they knew that about me.
Wow.
Yeah, so some people left for medical, but no, they just got everything done in the diary room.
That's fair. To be honest, I suppose it's a bit easier for you anyway. You don't need to put your feet up.
No, I really wanted to go.
No, that's fair. I'm a Celeb. You did I'm a Celeb. That to me, that programme is absolutely fear-inducing, horror, let alone the plane journey over to Australia. How did you find the show?
Loved it.
Really?
Yeah, do you know what? That was like a massive turning point for me as like a person because I was so insecure about how I looked. So I don't laugh. I had a squint when I was younger.
Me. Yeah.
So I was not a very attractive person.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to get bullied. I had to wear a patch and glasses.
Oh.
And I think that's why I'd become a model because it was a bit like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That.
Have that.
Yeah.
But I was still so desperately insecure. So I used to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, put on a full... Tom had never seen me without makeup on. I gave birth with a full face.
Come on.
Literally was always glam. And then I went on that show and my luxury item was mascara.
Yeah.
But I also hid a concealer and an eyebrow pencil in my bra because, let's be honest, I could fit a lot in here.
So
Do you know
good.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So I cried before I went in. I was like, I can't do this. They would go, take your makeup off. We was getting in our kit. I was like, I don't think I can.
Oh my God, yeah.
But it was so freeing and not looking in a mirror and then just getting out and going, I'm all right.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not Kim Kardashian. I'm not Michelle Keegan, but I'm fine.
Yeah.
And it was really nice. It was really
that's quite
freeing.
nice.
And now I'm rarely in makeup ever. Like unless I'm working or like I just don't care about my appearance.
That's
it was
so nice.
to have that freeing moment was just so nice because I'd stressed about how I'd look for so... I mean, I'm still always think I'm fat, but I don't have to be in a full face of makeup. Does that make sense?
Wow.
And it was like, so for that reason, it was lovely. And then just to be doing like the biggest show on telly.
It's crazy.
It was epic.
Did you like the challenges?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
But you know what? I did say to Tom, make sure I get the eating trial because it's the best one, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, it's the one that everyone remembers.
God forbid.
No, I said to Tom, vote. I was so happy when I got that. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
But it's honestly, when anyone speaks to me about I'm a Celeb, the first thing they say is, what did you have to eat in the eating trial? Do you know what I mean? Imagine not doing that.
Yeah, that's true. I just can't be sick. I don't know how people aren't sick. Like a lot of people aren't sick when they do it. And I just think, how? You've just drank a sick flavoured smoothie and you're just keeping that down.
But everyone remembers it. And listen, you've got to be a bit smart when you do these things. You know, what's the point in going on there, never doing a trial?
Yeah.
You know, not being memorable. I remember when we first got in there, everyone was so nice. We were getting on so well. And I thought, I'm going to be on the shit one. It's going to be the worst year and I'm on it. Like how annoying. Turned out to be one of the best because David Van Day walked in and I was like, yes, I hate him. Let's go.
Let's fucking
Let's
have
go.
it.
Let's go.
I was going to say, who's your favourite person to live with? Who's the worst person?
David Van Day and Timmy Mallet were insufferable. They were really insufferable, but he did his job, David Van Day.
Yeah.
I think, you know, he came in to stir it up and he did. My favourite, I liked who went first, Robert Kilroy Silk. Do you remember him?
No.
You're too young to know who he is, right? So, I mean, I'm a bit too young to know who he is, but basically he had like a chat show in the morning. Like I'm talking years and years, probably like 35 years, maybe even longer. And he was like a really good looking man. And then I think he got involved in like a scandal. He was a bit of a politician type of person, but I loved him. And he went out first. And I really was gutted about that, but I really, really got on well with him.
That's the worst, going out first because you've just flown all that way.
Yeah, but then you get to live in the Versace.
Do you know what? You're so right.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like
you're so fucking
win-win.
right.
I loved Simon Webb from Blue. He was great to live with. He used to sing me to sleep in the hammock. I loved it. Yeah, he was a good guy. Most people, honestly, again, everybody else was great apart from those two.
In that environment though, I feel like, thing is, if I'm hungry, I'll be a bitch. I will be a bitch.
See, I'm quite, it's so weird because I think people who either watched me always think I'm a bit of a bitch, or now on TikTok I feel like the younger people, like my kids' friends are always like, oh my God, is she really, I'm really easygoing.
Yeah.
Like super easygoing, unless you really piss me off.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Unless it gets to that point.
Yeah, I don't mind being hungry. I don't mind, I don't need a lot of sleep. So I'm never going to be grumpy from no sleep.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
That's true. You did say you literally just sleep like 2 hours a night.
I don't mind not sleeping. I like to be awake and like know what's going on.
You're the perfect person to do reality TV.
Well, apart from when I black out drunk.
Well, that too, but I enjoyed that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I think that I am super easygoing. It's just that I think a lot of people go on those shows and people are annoying them, but they're too worried about what people think. But because I don't care, then I will just say it.
Love that.
Yeah, I just will say it.
And how long have you been with your husband for?
Oh God, it's our 15th wedding anniversary.
Fucking hell.
Soon, but been together like 20 years.
That's insane.
Well, Rocky's 18.
Yeah.
I mean, I moved quickly.
Well,
I moved quickly and I didn't tell him I was moving quickly. I just did it. But he's happy about it, so it's fine.
Didn't have a choice.
He didn't have a choice. No.
That's such a long time. Can I ask you if you still think this statement is true?
Go on.
So I was giving you a little Google. So, Nicola McLean insists all footballers are cheaters.
Yeah.
Do you still believe this statement? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Because I know you must know a lot of them as well.
Yeah. Oh, wait. No, I'm not going to say that.
Okay. The way I saw that happening in your brain.
Yeah, but it was for you.
incredible.
I'm saving you, I think.
Oh, for female footballers?
Yeah.
Oh, you can say what you like.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I don't know any female footballers, so I don't know if that's correct for them.
Well, I've heard that.
But I've heard they're bad as well. Really bad, yeah.
What is it about being a footballer?
I think it's the being adored. I think it's the being adored thing.
And you're like on another level.
Yeah.
Of like men love you. If you're a man and men love you, that's crazy because men usually hate other men that are famous.
And I also think, do you know what? I don't know many men that don't cheat, if I'm honest.
That's actually so true.
So I feel like footballers do get a bad rap for it, but I don't know too many men that don't. And it's just that the footballers get caught out because they
they're
have
in the limelight.
Yeah, and they have people that want to sell the stories. But yeah.
Crazy. Did that scare you going into a relationship?
Oh, do you know what? Like at the beginning, I probably didn't think about it. And then, as I say, 20 years of marriage.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not scared now.
Well, yeah, thank God.
And we get on so well. There's no one I get on better with.
Aww.
And the thing about footballers, right? And I'll be honest about it. If Tom and I didn't work out, I'd have probably got another footballer.
Fair.
Because they're so funny.
Oh, are they?
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, footballers have the best banter ever.
Well, you've got to. Imagine what happens in those changing rooms. Yeah.
So they're funny, they're fit. I love football. Yeah. I mean, Tom in a football kit, even now, I'm like, that's why I married him. He's retired, but he still plays charity football matches. We had one at West Ham the other week and he's in his football kit and I'm like, yes, this is exactly why I married you. You're fit as fuck.
Yeah, I love a football kit.
Yeah,
when
me too.
Eyelashes has her football shorts on.
Exactly.
Fucking dump truck hanging out. I just think, wow.
Exactly.
What a day.
Yeah, so I would have been, like we judge those girls that move from footballer to footballer to footballer.
Yeah.
I did used to judge, but now I get it.
Yeah, fair.
I couldn't be with a normal man that works in an office that's
You're
boring.
not going to be with a plumber.
No. Well, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You did think about it then, and that's fine.
Well, because I didn't want to be mean to plumbers, but no, I would have gone with another footballer.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And also the perks are quite good.
Well, I loved going to watch him play. Obviously, he doesn't play anymore. It looks like my eldest will play, so I'll get to relive
that on your Instagram story.
Yes,
that's really cute when they won.
I know. Oh, that was the little one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it looks like they were going, so hopefully I'll get my rush with that. And my eldest will not cheat. I will kill him.
You're going to really instill that.
And he seems like he's got really good morals.
Thank God for that.
And he's got a stunning girlfriend, so he'd be stupid if he does.
Stupid. Are you listening?
Yes.
Silly. You're welcome. All that tea has made me thirsty. I just need a sip of my Arctic coffee. 1 minute. I also love just like, is wag an okay term?
Yeah.
Is that an all right term?
Yeah, I hate when people get offended.
Wagger for Christie, to me, was the highlight of my actual entire life.
Do you know it trended over Brexit? And it was while Brexit was going on.
Of course it did.
Yeah.
That shit to me was like I was refreshing.
Oh, me too.
Did you keep up with it as well?
Do you know when Colleen put the first tweet out?
Yeah.
Right. So I should be a showbiz journalist because I don't sleep that much and I'm
ready.
nosy as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm always ready. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Born ready.
Yeah.
So I seen that tweet and I was like, but like half pissing myself and half like, this is bad. This is really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any experience like that?
Of like,
Someone like leaking your shit?
no, not that I can, nothing like that.
No,
I mean,
like that.
that
was crazy.
biggest thing, wasn't it? Like,
incredible.
Like it was literally just so.
She's so smart. Like, I wouldn't think about doing a close friends with just one person on and like keep changing it until it got leaked.
Yeah.
Would never think of that.
See, I would.
Would you?
Yeah. I would.
Such a good idea.
I would. I just loved it. I just thought it was hilarious, but really bad because it did upset people. People, you know.
Yeah.
It rocked people that shouldn't have been involved in it, I think.
Did Rebecca Vardy ever come back from that? I don't know.
She's not done anything for a while.
No. Well, I can only imagine the husband's reaction too as well. Oh,
He doesn't seem like he's bothered.
I bet he's probably like fucking women, but I bet he was probably like, as in not fucking women, as in like, oh, bloody hell, women these days. That's what I
just
meant by
took some
that.
of your lovely coffee and nearly spat it out.
I clocked how that sounded. He probably was not fucking women, but I bet he was just like, here we go, women drama, am I fussed? Probably not.
Well, I used to be so trigger happy on Twitter, right? Like literally like someone would piss me off and I'd just take to
Go
Twitter.
for it. Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was of the era where like Twitter wars were like
Yes.
not embarrassing, but
Yeah.
now I look back and think that was so embarrassing.
Delete.
Like I've deleted my Twitter. That was a better idea, right?
I can't have any digital footprint here.
Tom literally used to walk into the kitchen and be like, what are you doing? Don't pour another glass of piss and stop tweeting.
It's always after the drink.
Just get really like,
Fucking confident.
yeah, but then
Who fucking wants it?
do you know what I'd also do, right? I'd think of something that I want to put on Twitter and then I'd go, I'm going to wait till tomorrow morning so people don't think I'm drunk. And then wait till the morning and then almost like I'm having a challenge with myself and then put it up.
Well, I've said I'm going to do it now.
I told myself I was going to do it and I don't let myself down.
So
do you know
I'm
what I
gonna
mean?
do it.
So I'm going to do it.
'Cause I'm not drunk.
Not in hindsight go, yeah, you was a bit tipsy. I mean, the stuff I've wrote on it, what about when me and was having like, I hate to even bring her up, but we was having a spat and she called her chihuahua Rocky. Now I've got a chihuahua and I've got a son called Rocky, so
Yeah.
I really thought she did that to piss me off. So
Yeah.
I told her about it on how pathetic. But
My brain would go that way
I
as
still
well.
think she did.
Yeah.
But she probably didn't.
Probably, though.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100% petty.
Like Kourtney Kardashian's called her kid Rocky and I'm furious about it.
She got it off you.
She fucking did. He's 18. Pick your own name.
You know what I can't deal with Kourtney Kardashian and Travis? The way they
PDAs.
fuck each other in public
Yeah.
is absolute.
I
Can I
quite-
spit on it? What are you talking about?
I quite like it. Is that really perverse?
Stop it.
No, because so I've said this to my friends and they're like, it's awful. I quite like it. I love do you know what I think? Right.
Tell me.
So I love Scott Disick, right? I love him. I love him. But he treated her like fucking shit.
He absolutely
And now
did, yeah.
she's got a man that is obsessed with her. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Like the way he loves her feet. I mean, Tom won't even look at my feet and I don't even have bad
That is
feet.
a shame.
I don't even have bad feet.
Yeah, that is a shame. You should get a toe sucker.
Do you know, I mean, I don't want a toe sucker.
That's fair enough.
Right.
Yeah, I've
but,
taken them for you.
but I just, I quite like the fact that she's so adored.
Do you know what? I've never thought of it like that.
I don't like her because she's stolen my name.
Yeah, and that's fair.
But
That's
before
completely
I
fair.
didn't like her.
Yeah.
I was happy for her. We all need to be, I fucked like Travis.
But didn't he like want to fuck Kim for ages?
Yeah, that was a shame.
That's
but listen,
crazy.
we all do, don't we?
Well,
Kim Kardashian.
So, do you know what? Sometimes I forget that they are normal humans, but they're not really, are they?
No.
Like, if I got the opportunity for Kim to finger me, yeah, I'd take it.
yeah.
No matter how much I say anything, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
So who can blame him?
Yeah, exactly.
Not me.
No, and, Kim is the prettier sister.
that whole family, I'd love to see them in real life though, because what do they actually look like in real life? They're fucking incredible. But you know, sometimes you see people in real life and I'm like, oh, you do look a little bit crazy.
Tom's seen Kim in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I was like, is she really hot? And he was like, she does look good.
Fuck.
She does look good. But he said she's very short.
Yeah.
Small.
Oh.
But the bum is big.
Big
but
bum.
this is before she does look. I think she's had something taken out of the bum.
Yeah, I think so.
But this was years ago. And we're all getting older. And this happens when you get older.
The trends are different now. The BBL's going now.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh, the boobs. I need to get these boobs out, honestly.
Are
Oh,
you going to go smaller?
I've got to.
Can I have them?
No, they're too big.
Oh,
Never do it.
okay.
Honestly, never. Double G. And I'm not a
Fucking
big
hell.
person. They need to come out.
Do you get backache?
Well, a terrible backache, and they're down to my knees. Do you know what I mean? I have to hoist them up. No, they're not that bad, really. But I just, not long ago, had an uplift, a reduction, but then the massive implants put back in, and they're already starting to droop again. They're just too big.
It's too big, too
Big.
heavy.
Yeah, not got enough weight for them.
Fine.
So yeah, they've got to come out. But I did nearly die the last time I got them done, so I don't really want to
Did
do it again.
you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because a blood vessel burst and they didn't realise, so they sewed me back up and I was internally bleeding down. It was so bad. I lost a quarter of the whole blood in my body and I had to go down for emergencies. I genuinely thought I was going to die, and I'm not a dramatic person.
No.
It was bad.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, maybe I'll just
Don't do it, honestly.
stick to my just flat chest.
Everyone likes small boobs now. Anyway,
Everyone
I mean,
loves just a nipple.
mine have served me well.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have been in the jungle
They
without
have
them.
paid those bills.
They have, haven't they?
And I appreciate that.
I'm grateful to them.
I'm grateful for my long natural boobs. Last but not least, I like to ask my guests, what bit of advice would you give me to save Grace, aka me?
Oh my God. Nothing, because I'm here for it all.
Really?
Yeah, I like
Thank
the black
you.
belt drinking.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like the getting fingered by Kim K if you could.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm here for the eyelashes stories. I'm here for it all.
I needed that. I needed that. No advice then.
No,
Just
I don't think you need it.
be
You're
me.
smashing it. Yes.
Thank you.
I think anyone that sits here and gives advice is a cheat, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And I like that. Fuck them all, Millwall. I don't know why I brought Millwall into it.
Listen.
I've done it now. Still believe that. Anyway, you've been a pleasure to have
you
on.
so
It's
much
been
for
so
having me.
fun. You've given the tea as well. I thoroughly enjoyed it. If you've been watching, give it a like and subscribe. And if you've been listening, give it a follow and a 5-star review. Bye.